Bom dia todos. That means good morning, everyone. We are at Expodireto, which is in southern Brazil, in Nometok, and we're going to learn about agriculture in Brazil. We're happy to be here. We got Myrna with us, who's going to travel the show, help us out a little bit.
Hello.
My wife, Hope. We're going to see what we can find, learn a few things, and see if we can find some air seeders. So Myrna, this is one of the largest farm shows in Brazil, right?
One of the largest.
One of the largest. And the biggest in southern Brazil.
The biggest is Agribusiness, I believe. It's in Ribeirão Preto City.
So this is day 2 of a 5-day show here. We're going to be around here for at least a couple days. Also traveling around a little bit. Hopefully visiting some farms, finding some air seeders. This show is really big. They've got dedicated buildings for all the different companies that want to exhibit here. Myrna was telling us that next year they're actually moving locations because they want to make it even bigger. So it's a pretty big deal down here. They've got a lot of exhibitors here, a lot of people that come visit this show and see what they have to offer. This is Bruno. We're in the International Pavilion here, and we found some special drink stuff that is special to southern Brazil, right?
Yes, so it's similar to matcha, the Japanese, but this one is Brazilian. It's made in here. So she's putting the erva mate, and then she pours hot water into it, then you drink out of this silver straw.
And you keep this off to the side?
You always keep the erva to the side, and then you pour water into the other side of it, and then you just drink out of the straw.
Okay.
So go ahead and try it.
It's like the Japanese.
Yeah, it is good.
It's similar to Japanese matcha.
Oh, I love
Matcha. Okay.
Delicious.
Bruna, you've lived in the U.S., right?
I live in Memphis.
Memphis. She lives there right now. So
I do.
So we met someone from the U.S. But you're Brazilian, by
I'm Brazilian.
Okay.
Yes, I'm
Very good.
native from here. You want to try some?
Yeah, that'd be great.
She'll make you some.
E aí, a gente ajusta aqui para poder não cair a erva.
So you kind of like adjust it so it doesn't fall.
Tá extraindo uma água quente para extrair bastante os compostos.
So she pours the hot water so it extracts the benefits, the vitamins and
E eu
all
vou
that.
colocar um pouquinho de água fria porque pro paladar deles é legal a gente não trabalhar com água muito quente.
She's pouring a little bit of cold water so it doesn't like burn you basically and for your
All
taste.
right. First time to try.
Yeah, so just don't move the straw too
Keep the
much.
straw.
Yeah, otherwise it gets stuck.
It's different.
That's
Different.
so cool.
That's the normal reaction.
Yeah.
It's a new experience.
New experience.
But it's like a tea, maybe.
Yeah, it's like tea.
I think of like alfalfa and oats and grasses. Well, thank you for letting us experience that new drink. I appreciate it. We have run across these fine folks from the US Consulate,
Hi, I'm Jason Green.
Hi, I'm Alini. Hi, I'm Katie Hughes.
and they represent southern Brazil. The US government does a great job of helping US companies like us make connections with local companies and farmers around the world, and we're just so happy to have this opportunity. So far since we've been here, we've made some good connections already. And this is the International Pavilion. This is where a lot of our conversations and connections have already happened. So many great tools and resources and people that can help us while we're trying to investigate a new market. As we walk around here, we're looking at a lot of different types of equipment. It seems to be a general trend of smaller equipment. You've got these narrower pieces of equipment that can do fertilizer and seed at the same time in one pass. So far, a lot of vacuum planters and some box drills, but nothing really big yet. So we're gonna keep looking. Brazil is a huge market. There's a ton of manufacturers that are local right to Brazil. They have a lot of import duties for bringing new equipment in from outside of Brazil. And so definitely some challenges when you're looking to export into this country. This is Stara, and this is considered the John Deere of Brazil. Very big company, they do a lot of things here. and they are well known throughout the area and even exporting around the world. Right here.
Oh, look at that.
Our first Brazilian air seeder sighting. Look at this huge airbag. That looks like some really good, or a good way to put down pressure down on your wings. This is really unique too. They can index the pin. It keeps the pin from rotating. You can still grease it. So this must be a movable component of sorts. So Hope has some good observations here. What do you see that's different about this air seeder?
It's a nice window.
Yes, actually this is actually kind of nice. You can see right from the outside.
Yeah, you can tell if you have anything stuck in there. And then you also have some clear tubes.
Yeah.
Find your blockages much easier.
Yeah, looks like they got some kind of blockage system up here. You know, Hope, one thing that they did really good here that I really like is they made this tank out of stainless steel. Right from the factory, stainless steel. They did a nice job. So they're prepared for the corrosion that might happen, that will happen when you use fertilizer. But a lot of things that we do the same right up in the US. They got hydraulic drive systems that meter each run. They got 4 primary runs here, some really big tubes that flow out to these big towers on the ends. One thing that I'm really impressed on too is this is a non-pressurized tank. You can tell because it's got a cover that goes up over the top. So most air seeders need a pressurized tank for their metering system to operate, but they figured out a way to be able to meter product really gravity feed or through a enclosed or sealed system down in the meter box. Oh yes, that's great.
You know it's good.
Yep, that means it's good.
That's right.
They have a really cool customer experience center showing off some of the inner workings of the sprayers, their technology, and even how their planter system works. This place is huge. Here they got a cool conveyor belt. They're going to show singulation of seed that this planter unit is capable of. So you're setting your rates. So here you can hear the vacuum working. So now he's seeding in the field. Yeah, great example showing singulation of the seeds and what their planter unit's capable of. Good.
I'm Nicole. Nice to meet you.
Are you a Stara?
Yeah, I'm one of the shareholders.
And Nicole has invited us to meet her brother, Fernando. And tomorrow we're going to get to see their farm. They're actually harvesting right now. We're really excited about that. So Nicole, tell me how Stara started. And also, it sounds like it comes from a family farm, right?
Exactly. So our great-grandparents they immigrated from the Netherlands right after Second World War. And then they established here in Naumatoki. First they had like a smith shop, like a workshop for fixing and adapting.
A blacksmith shop.
Yeah, exactly. So they were just basically adapting machinery that usually was imported from Europe. So they were basically tailoring it for our type of soil and our specific needs in the south of Brazil.
And how long ago do you think that was?
That was in the 50s.
Okay.
And then in 1960, they opened, so they were 2 families of immigrants. That was the Stapelbroek family, which is my family, and the Rauwers family. So that's why the name is Stara, from Stapelbroek and Rauwers.
Very good.
That's why it's the name. So they split up in 1960, and then the Stapelbroek family remained with the name Stara for the company, and the Rauwers family opened another company, which is right across the street.
Okay.
And the factory is also across the street.
Wow.
And we have the same data foundation. Me and my siblings, we are the 4th generation managing the business. And we also have a financial branch, which is what I manage. The farming branch, which is what my oldest brother managed, that you're going to be seeing tomorrow. And my other brother, he is the CEO of the company. he's not an engineer, but he has the mind of an engineer. So he loves like inventions, creating solutions and problem solving.
His hands.
Yeah, so he loves that. Yeah, we were in the US last year for the Farm Progress Show.
Okay.
We were
Decatur, Illinois, or Boone, Iowa.
Boone, I think it was Boone. Yeah, and we had a booth, so we brought our sprayer.
Uau!
Yeah, it was our first time being like an exhibitor in the US.
Yeah.
That was cool experiences.
It's been great to connect with the owners of Stara. We're going to go check out their farm tomorrow, see what the harvest operation is like. Just like many other companies out there, they start with simple family farm, or perhaps they had a need that they needed a solution for, and they just grow from there. Same story as Stara. Over here in the Massey Ferguson booth, they're doing a little demo. So showing the raising, lowering, holding. It's a New Holland box drill, the planting unit on it. And you can see his little windows, these little brushes. And I assume that's to singulate the seed. A lot of different designs here that Brazilians do to meet their needs. We found the great big John Deere booth over here. I don't know if I've ever seen a roll bar on the front of the tractor, or in the middle, instead of the back. One thing that's really unique at this farm show is they got helicopter rides. Blew my hat right off. Thank you. That was incredible! Yeah! There you have it, guys. Not every day you can go on a helicopter ride, especially at a farm show. Hey, that's what you can do in Brazil, right? I'm always impressed when corn is almost twice as tall as I am. So one thing with Brazil is they've increased production 4 times, so 400% since 1990. Pretty crazy. Yeah, this is incredible, guys. This is one of the owners of Stara. This is Fernando, and they've graciously invited us out to see how they harvest soybeans.
Make sure you like and subscribe to keep up on all the fresh content posted weekly, which includes helpful tips and tricks, new products, and various adventures. Also, make sure you check out Reddy's website to shop our performance air seeder solutions.